There were thousands of Internet of Things exhibitors at this year's Consumer Electronics Show, and I bet half of them won't be at next year's show. There will be winners and there will be losers in this space. The losers are going to be the device makers, distributors, and platform providers who believe that service is not an important component, only for when something is broken, only an after-sale event, or a costly obligation. Let's walk through these. In our Internet of Services video, we discussed the unrealistic assumption that every piece of hardware, every piece of software, and every point of interconnection in this complicated, dynamic ecosystem is going to work all the time. Well, that's not happening. But it still can't account for the very high return rate we're seeing today on Internet of Things devices. And it certainly doesn't account for why more than 90% of those returned devices work perfectly. Why are consumers returning perfectly good devices? There's a ripple effect at work. Here's what happens. I buy a flat panel smart TV. I take it home, I set it up, but I can't get it connected to the Wi-Fi. After spending time with the telecom company, the manufacturer, and the retailer, I get it working. Then I find that I can't get Netflix to work, which is the main reason I bought the TV. So my next step is to return the TV. It's just too frustrating. If the Internet of Things is going to fulfill its potential, these devices must stay in market. We also speak in the Internet of Services video of the continuous service management environment within the Internet of Things. People need help understanding what they are buying, how to install it, how to use it, and how to add to it. Here's what the market's telling us. Device makers, distributors, and platform providers all need help with pre-sale support for a variety of reasons. Often because their own staffs are not well suited for this, or they experience such high turnover they can't achieve sufficient institutional knowledge. At the same time, these companies are trying to move to market quickly, and they're requiring rapid cycled pilots as they incubate their innovative offerings. And finally, since the road to success starts before anything is sold, they feel they can't afford to not support the buyer at that moment of truth. Ultimately, the companies that take technical support calls for the Internet of Things will be the losers. The companies that recognize the compounding complexity of these ecosystems and the need for a continuous service management experience will be the winners. They'll recognize that they need to support the user experience and not just their piece of the offering. And most importantly, the winners are going to recognize these outreaches from their end users as brand opportunities. Opportunities to drive adoption and utilization, which will lead to larger basket sizes, fewer product returns, and greater shares of wallet.